Man, that's good. Okay, we're not gonna use these edge booster or the edge gel tonight because we're not slicking our edges down before we go to bed. Like, come on. But I just wanted to show you so that you know what I use to lay my edges down to make it look fake. It's your girl Dani'e, back at it again with another video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more vids. So we're gonna get straight into it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, hold up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold up. Break it down. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I missed you guys so much. I hope y'all missed me, which I can tell because you guys have been commenting, asking about videos. So here it is. Okay, so like I said, well, as the caption says, we're going to briefly just get into how to maintain your knotless braids. It's very important to make sure that you're moisturizing your scalp when you have these when you have protective styles in, to make sure that you keep your hair nice and moisturized. My elbow ashy. Keep your hair moisturized. You want to make sure that you're still straight. So my knotless braids look pretty good still. Like they've been in for about a week now. Edges still on flourish, so that's just period. I look rough because I'm literally preparing for bed, and this is what I do before bed. So first things first, I'm going to show you the products that we have for tonight. So of course the Mielle Rosemary Mint. Alright, Mielle Rosemary Mint, Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil, infused with biotin and encourages growth for daily use. Scalp treatment, split and care. Then we have our Olive Oil Hold and Shine Wrap and Set Mousse. Looks like this. And I use that red argan oil mousse. I don't know if that's the name of the brand or just the name, or is it Moroccan? I don't know. That's what I use for my edges. I have the Style Factor Edge Booster. This is what I use in the morning. Make sure my edges is popping 10. Alright, and this is the Pink Sapphire. It also smells, quite frankly, very delicious. I purchased this, and what I always advise actually is when you're trying new hair products, instead of getting like a really big size, try a small size first to see if it actually works on your hair. Nobody ever thinks of that, and nobody mentions it, because I'll just go buy like a regular size, like, oh, it's for my hair. But if you can find a small size, even a travel size, just to try it out before you spend $20 on a natural hair care product, because we know that's expensive. I also use for my edges is, of course, the Mielle Rosemary Mint Edge Gel. I want them all in the description box below to be as helpful as I can. Again, this smells really good. Really good. The texture hair, I would definitely say it is for like my edges. Only thing is, don't over apply. And when I wash my face at night, I do incorporate, after I wash my face, I kind of like do like a little rinse on my edges to make sure it's out, so when I apply tomorrow's, it's not like stacked on top of 5 days of edge control. Doesn't make sense. But these are the products. We're not going to use these edge booster or the edge gel tonight because we're not sticking our edges down before we go to bed. Like, come on. But I just wanted to show you so that you know what I use to lay my edges down and make it look fake. Okay. So first things first, I part my hair. It's already parted, but I just take it in sections, usually about 4. And I start in the back. I'm just gonna twist these really quickly, flippy, and then I like put a little bunny bun. Same for this one. A little section in the back, a little twisty. You can also use a hair tie, whichever is best for you, but because we're just gonna be really quick, really fast, really quick, I'm probably gonna speed through this. It should be like not long at all. It's not gonna be long at all. All we're gonna do, we're gonna take our Mielle oil, and first things first, I just go right down the middle. Now what I do is I run my finger down it as well, all the way down, and then I'll go like section by section putting it in between the braids, in between the parts, keeping it as moisturized as possible. Following it, I'll just make sure that I just rub it in with my fingers into my scalp, and that's literally all I do. Once it's nice and in my scalp, and I don't like, it's not like, oh, let me go section by section. It ain't that serious. Like part by part, rather. I'm not going part by part. I just make sure I'm rubbing it in. I'll take my mousse. I'm gonna put it directly on my scalp to flatten that thing out. Really that simple. And I don't really need a lot. I just need it really at the top to make sure that when, because since you have knotless braids, it's very important because your new growth is, it be coming kind of quick. And for me it does, because I'm like, every 2 days I do this. So today I did it, so I won't do it tomorrow, but then I'll do it on, say, Sunday. So I won't do it Monday, and then I'll do it again on Tuesday. Of course, I'm human. Sometimes I like forget to do it or whatever, but no. For the most part, I always do it. So here's like just a better look at what I'm gonna do. I take my stuffy stuff, put it nice in my part, and I'm just gonna put drops in between each little thingy. And then I just rub it in with my hand really nice. Really nice, really in those parts. Not too rough, because I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to, you know, get any hair out of the actual knot that it's in, or not, well, out of the braid from the root. So I just really moisturize that thing real nice. Rub it in. Then when I get to the top, when I'm near my edges, all I do is make sure that I apply some on the edges. And I understand that people don't do this, because I've seen videos where people are doing stuff and they're like not touching up on the edges. I think that is literally one of the most important parts. Like, you need to be making sure you're moisturizing your hair and your edges as well. I take the mousse just like we did last time, apply it to the top, and we're gonna rub all that down. At the end, we're gonna do a whole bunch, so, because we're gonna go all the way to the end of the braid, basically. Or I typically go to the middle of the braid, because by the end it doesn't matter. In the next few weeks, when it starts to get super raggedy, what I do is I'll take it and then I'll cut the strands off. You may or may not see the strands. Okay, here you go. And I'll just get some scissors like this, because right now it's not terribly bad. It's not the end of the world. But what I'll do is I'll get scissors and then I'll just trim it. Look, and I just keep doing that for each braid. And the braids be looking delicious. I'm not kidding. But because it's still fairly early, and literally mousse will slick all that down, and it's literally not bad. Like, we can clearly see it's not terrible. So it's not something that I'm like gonna focus on doing right now, tonight, or anything like that. It's just a matter of like just showing you the process. Now we're just gonna go to my other side. Same gist. I go down. Now, as the time goes by, I will go like literally part by part applying it, but because I just kind of got it done and I always moisturize it, I try not to over moisturize, and I feel like when I go part by part, it might over moisturize it, which will not promote hair growth. So that's really why I don't want to do it every day, and I don't want to do it like, I don't want to overdo it. So I feel like if I put it in enough areas and I just rub it in myself, at least I know that I'm actually going to those areas and I'm not putting too much. Whereas like, I'm going to stop promoting the hair growth, because like another reason why we're doing this, because we want our hair to grow. Like, I don't want to do anything that's going to in any way, shape, or form cause that to not be like a thing. What is that on my chin? I like wine, yes, but this is the thing. I'm very, I'd say, picky, because I don't really like dry wine at all. It's been growing on me a little bit. I've been finding some wines dry that I actually do kind of like. I can't lie about that. I've found some that actually taste very well. Even though they're dry, they're not super dry. Pinot Grigio is too dry for me, so please don't recommend it. Like, it is way too dry for me. Chardonnay, again, too dry. Don't even recommend. 0 stars, don't recommend. 0 stars, don't recommend. Like, I like it, but it's like, it's too dry. Now, I am learning to like certain dries. If I do pick a dry, I prefer red dry than white dry. Let me say that for the record. Because red dry, I don't know. It just tastes different. And I'm learning how, like, you can actually pair certain things with wines. Like, some wines are paired with dark chocolate. You know what I mean? Okay, so back to our regular schedule program. So you just saw how, like, I just parted it. I took this, added it. I didn't go to each area. I just rubbed it in with my finger, really nice. And that's all I did. Now I'm gonna do same thing for the top, because that's important. Like I said, I like to make sure my edges is nourished. We don't need malnourished edges. This is how you make sure. And then when you get your braids done, it is very important that you tell them, hey, leave my edges out, honey. Leave them edges out. I did not actually put them edges in no braids. That's tension unnecessarily, and I need edges once we're done. So now that that is done, honey, we're gonna add the mousse on this side. We got the mousse. I got the sauce. If you don't know that, then listen, I love seafood, so I watch mukbangs like all day, which caused me to go buy seafood. It's a whole thing, honey. Last thing to like wrap this whole thing up, I'm gonna get my mousse that I've been using the whole video. About a bunch of pumps to have a good handful, and all I'm gonna do is put it all over the hair. Now it's at the top, and it's literally gonna just flatten any like flyaways and stuff like that. It's gonna have it look very fresh in the morning. Like, I'd be super in love, because one thing about it is, like, I haven't had braids in a long time, so it was a struggle to remember how to take care of them for me. And I see a lot of videos about restoration, but I don't see videos about maintenance. My hair is nice. It is well moisturized. Everything's good. You may see some white stuff. That's fine. It's from the mousse. It's gonna dry. It's not gonna be there. And it's also from the, you gotta understand, it's also from my oil. It's not like white specks where you're gonna see it, like white stuff in my hair. But it once it dries and the mousse is all in your hair or whatever, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna look really cool. So here it is. And if you don't see white stuff, some of that white stuff is actually not white. It's just moisture from the oil. So you can check me out. Check me out. So I have a scarf and a bonnet. I put my scarf on to keep my hair tied down, and then I have my bonnet to keep the braids in. Nice flatten down. So here's lace scarf. Just gonna slide the scarf on top of this. All right, D-Money, let's get to it. All right, so yes, this is a Haiti scarf. No, I'm not Haitian. But it's good for my hair. All right, so we're just gonna tie it down. I also want a silk scarf, and a silk bonnet. So if you could slide me that, I'd greatly appreciate it. That would be nice. Okay. All right. Alrighty then. So it's nice. I also try to make sure it's not too tight where I'm gonna have a headache in the morning. So, because that's a thing. I'm just gonna tie it. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then I have my Shiny Wigs bonnet. So I just a 2-strand twist. Well, not 2-strand because that's kind of stupid. I don't 2-strand twist. I just take it into 2 sections. I twist it, wrap it in a bun as such. And then I take the bonnet, slide it over the bun, and this is how I go to bed every night. And this helps a lot to keep the braids in a very neat state, so you're not going to bed messing up the braids and they get all shaggy looking. The consistency will be in effect, I freaking promise. But I just really want to say thank you sincerely, like from the bottom of my heart. Thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Keep in touch. And farewell.